1 in 5 New Yorkers is living with a mental illness. It touches all of our lives, yet the continued stigma creates isolation and discourages those suffering from seeking help. According to Thrive NYC, a mental health roadmap, in 2015, 41% of adult New Yorkers with a serious mental illness said they did not receive treatment or were delayed getting treatment in the past year. The impact of mental illness affects all of us, whether it's in your home, where you work, at school, or walking down the streets of New York. Mental illness has become a health crisis, but it is treatable. And the sooner someone with a mental illness seeks treatment, the sooner they can begin to live a life with dignity and purpose. Brooklyn Community Services has been on the front line, overseeing mental health programs for people living in underserved neighborhoods in Brooklyn. Our clients living with mental illnesses have often experienced years of isolation and stigmatization before finding support through our programs.
I found out I had a mental illness when one day I couldn't take it no more. Depression, restlessness. I took like 18 pills of Risperdal and tried suicide, but it didn't work. And when I got out the hospital, in the hospital they told me I had schizophrenia. You can't cope with it, you know. It's a mental illness, and someone that don't know what schizophrenia is need to do some research. It changes your mind thoughts. It make you have psychotic thoughts, like it make you stop sleeping. It doesn't help you at all. It's schizophrenia it makes you lost, you know. Like you don't know who your real friends are anymore. You don't trust nobody. Get paranoid.
Certain family members didn't know exactly what it was like to have, you know, a mental illness and such. You know, it was kind of like they just placed a stigma on me, where it's like, okay, you know what, this guy is crazy and such. He's not normal. When in reality, I can function just like everybody else. It's just I have a certain ability that's not quote unquote up there with, you know, with normal people and such. So growing up, it was tough because I was afraid to tell my closest friends that I have a mental illness because I didn't know what they would think of me. I didn't know how they would look at me. And by me telling them that at that early, you know, in that early stage, at that time, I was afraid to lose friends. I was afraid to lose respect. Now, you know, years later, it's like, okay, you know what? You know, you can either accept me for what I am or you don't have to accept me at all.
When I came off the streets just like everybody else and went into the East New York clubhouse, they welcomed me like it was a second home, and that's what it is to me, a second home. For many years, I took my medication as prescribed. I went into the way of the drugs and the alcohol, and the East New York clubhouse got me out of that.
At BCS, our staff sees firsthand that mental illness often gives rise to other issues, such as unemployment, homelessness, poverty, alienation from family and friends, and alcohol and substance abuse. BCS's mission is to empower our clients and assist them in overcoming the obstacles they face to reach their personal goals.
When I came here from the hospital, they diagnosed me. I really didn't fully understand it. It was something new to me that I have to live with for the rest of my life. And when they told me I was going to be taking medication, I got scared. You know, I didn't know, because I didn't know if I was going to be tired or sleepy on the medication, can't function, don't care about life and stuff like that. But that wasn't the case.
I understand what it's like to be shunned. I understand what it's like to be snubbed. I understand what it's like to just be ignored. It's great to help those who need, you know, who need the guidance and assistance. But when you have a hand in not only their help but their recovery, that's a whole different feeling. It's a whole overwhelming feeling that I can't even explain. You know, I go home and you know, I'm in a good mood after that.
It's bad to have a mental illness, but programs like BC Pros, supporters, it make you feel stronger that you can live your life just like everybody else.
The East New York Clubhouse, BCS, has actually saved my life.
BCS has helped support thousands of Brooklynites to not only manage mental illness, but to become self-sufficient and make a positive impact in the community. In early 2016, BCS client Philip Johnson caught the attention of Stephen and William Ladd, creators of the towering 40 by 40 foot mural at City Point in downtown Brooklyn. Phil, along with other BCS clients, was among 1,000 participants who created handmade beads for this permanent installation. His enthusiasm earned him the nickname Fabulous Phil, and he is now forever connected to the mural's history. Because of his magnetic personality, it was named after him.
If you know something is bothering you and something's wrong, go seek help. Go seek help for it. You know, don't just let it control. Don't let the mental illness control your body and your mind, because it's like taking a drug. Mental illness is like taking a drug that takes over your whole body, you know, your emotions and stuff. And I could do it, you can do it. And it's only gonna get better in time. But when time, you have to develop skills. Don't take one step back and then you can't go forward. Take 2 steps forward.
Never let your disability stop you from getting anything that you want to achieve in life. Never let anybody tell you that you can't because you have a disability. Never let anybody try to stop you from reaching your goals because you have a disability. You know, if anything, you can use that disability as a motivation, and you can use what people say as a motivation to achieve what you want to get, and also to accomplish things that a lot of quote unquote naysayers, you know, who are know-it-alls, think that's not possible. You know, because if you take the word impossible and you separate I am and separate possibly I'm possible, so it is possible for you to achieve what you need to achieve.